Welcome to the Be Real podcast with me, Bobby Maximus, and this guy, Joe Cebula. Very special occasion. We're finally in the same room. We're usually doing this over the interwebs, thousands of miles apart, but we are in New York City for an event. We have a team on the Ladder app, and we are here for something called Ladder Live. It's a huge in-the-park, no-gear workout. And one of the things we wanted to talk about this podcast was the challenges of training when you travel.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that travel for work, and there's a lot of people that travel for pleasure.
Yep.
Sometimes you get to a hotel and they have a fully stocked gym. Sometimes they have nothing. But another issue with travel is time.
Yeah.
I just got back from Canada, vacation with my family. I don't have 2 hours to go to a gym. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I've got to find a way to pack. And by the way, I also don't want to pay the day pass. Some of these gyms charge you a lot of money. So I got to find a way to pack some high level conditioning into a short period of time with no equipment. So today we're going to share 3 go-to workouts that we've used again and again and again and again over the years to help keep you fit while you're on vacation, traveling for work,
don't have access to a gym, no gear, no excuses.
These will help you. Now, the first premise I want to talk about before we go on to the workout, so you have to stay tuned for those, is I think if you don't work out on vacation, Joe, you're lazy. And I put a social media post up to this effect, and a lot of people were angry. You should be able to let go on vacation. You should be... When do you let go of self-care? Let me ask you a question. The last time you were on vacation, did you not brush your teeth because you were bored?
I knew this question was coming.
Right?
I was like, brushing your teeth on vacation doesn't seem to be a problem, but working out on vacation, suddenly you're obsessed.
Yeah. And
you're
here's
a
my
narcissist.
Deal. It's not like I like brushing my teeth. I mean, it feels good, but it's not like I wake up like, oh God, I can't wait to brush my teeth today. But I do it on vacation. You know what else I do on vacation?
What else do you do on vacation?
I shower.
Weird.
I change my clothes.
That's crazy, man.
It's just basic self-care.
Yeah.
So I still move around because I put working out, I put exercise, and whatever your definition of that is. Maybe it's just a walk. I put that into the basic self-care category.
Yeah, agreed.
I've said this in another podcast. I have a training partner of mine who's an occupational therapist, and you'd be shocked the amount of people. He goes to their house, they're 50 years old, and they can't get up and down their stairs.
Yeah.
They can't do their own laundry. They can't get stuff out of their cupboard because they've really let themselves go that bad. And every single one of them, they regret not working out.
Yeah.
So it goes into basic self-care. So let's address that. While you're on vacation, you are going to do something. While you're traveling, you are going to do something. But we're going to keep it short, and again, no gear.
Right.
So the first one, Joe, you can explain it. You brought it up today.
Yeah.
220.
220. So 20-minute workout. That's all it is. It's 20 minutes. And what we do is we set a timer. Every minute, on the minute, you try to do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 air squats. So if you go through that and you've got 30 seconds left over, that's your rest. At the start of the next minute, you do it again. 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats. And you try to complete 20 rounds in 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Now, the way that I always coach it, if you're new to working out, you're falling behind, maybe you do the first 5 rounds, fine, and then come into round 6 and you're not quite done. Finish round 6, skip round 7, jump back in on round 8. And now your top score is going to be 19 out of 20. And so maybe the first time you do it, you get 10 out of 20. But the second time you're trying to get 11 out of 20, 12 out of 20. Eventually, you're doing 20 rounds in 20 minutes. And that's 200 push-ups, 200 sit-ups, 200 squats. All you need is a space that you can easily get in a hotel room.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a hotel room right now, and you can do that no problem.
No problem.
You can also do another thing with that workout. Instead of skipping minutes, just do 5, 5, and 5.
Right.
7, 7, and 7. Regardless, if that's all you did, if you did that every day while you were on vacation for a week, you'd come home with a significant amount of volume. And maybe it's not making you better. Like if you're an elite athlete, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not going to make you worse.
Right.
You're going to at the very least maintain. And for a lot of people, they are going to do fine with this because they can't do this anyway.
Well, talk about when people fall off a workout program. It's when they have taken time away. They take a vacation, they relax, then they come back, and then they want to take another week before they start their workout program again. It's like you got to keep that habit. You got to keep the consistency.
And that's one simple thing you can do. The next workout, my favorite, the death by format.
Yeah.
So you start a clock, and we happen to have one running right here. All right? And you start a clock, and you pick an exercise. It could be any no-gear movement, a push-up, a sit-up, a squat,
burpees.
a lunge, a burpee. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And in minute 1, you have to do 1 rep.
Yeah.
So you do 1 push-up, and then you hang out. So it takes you 3 seconds. You hang out for 57 seconds. In minute 2, you got to do 2 push-ups. In minute 3, you got to do 3. In minute 4, you got to do 4. In minute 5, you got to do 5. And the workout stops when you can't do the required rep total in the required minute. So push-ups, it's actually pretty impressive to hit round 20.
Yeah.
Because there are, at the end, you're doing a set of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Maybe you get to 21. Maybe you get to 22. It's a great workout. And one of the things that I love about it, the warm-ups in the workout.
Exactly.
Because you don't need to, if I'm going to do 5 minutes of burpees for a time, I got to warm up.
Yeah.
But for this, I do 1, I chill. I do 2, I chill. I do 3, I chill. And some exercises are harder than others. Burpees, you're probably not getting around 20.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, not probably. You aren't getting there. You might get to around 12 or 13, right? Lunges, you might get to around 25. Squats, you might get to around 30. Push-ups, you might get to around 20 or 25. But it's a great way, and I'm going to say under 30 minutes to get a lot of conditioning.
And no matter how fit you are, that workout always rises up to meet you because you're always trying to get one more round completed. You're always trying to push just a little bit further. So
get better.
You can never beat that workout.
And you could do death bys every day. You could do a push-up on Monday, a squat on Tuesday, a sit-up on Wednesday. Like it's just, you can use it.
Yeah.
And the final one, Joe, is and you're going to help me with some no-gear exercises.
Sure.
But you basically pick 5 no-gear exercises, and you do a 10-to-1 ladder circuit of each. So you might do 10 of one, 10 of another, 10 of another, 10 of another, 10 of another. 5 exercises, 9 of each, 8 of each, all the way down to 1. And you do this as fast as you can. So give me 5 no-gear exercises off the top of your head.
Something you can do right in a hotel room. So I think push-ups, sit-ups, squats, lunges, and let's make it spicy, burpees.
That's it. So you do 10 squats, 10 burpees, 10, I can't even remember what you said,
10 push-ups,
sit-ups.
10 sit-ups, 10 squats, 10 lunges, 10 burpees, and then 9 push-ups, 9 sit-ups, 9 squats, 9 lunges, 9 burpees. Keep going down.
This thing's going to take you under 20 minutes.
Yep.
I've seen people do this stuff like this in 12.
Yeah.
But you could take it slow. You can go hard. The reality is you're going to get 55 reps of each movement. That's what a 10-to-1 ladder is. And so at the end of the day, you've got 275 reps under your belt total. That's a great day. And if you were away for a week and say you did on the Monday 220, Tuesday you did death by, Wednesday you did this 10-to-1 ladder thing, and you just repeated, you would come back, like you said, you wouldn't have to take another week to get yourself in shape. You wouldn't have to, you could literally jump back full on.
Yeah.
Question's going to come up, and it's probably coming from some guy out there that thinks he's more fit than he is, and this can't possibly be enough. Okay, double it. Do all 3.
Yeah.
Like if you really need an hour, you could bang 3 of these out in one workout. And here's the deal, and I'll say this before we go. Don't let perfect be the enemy of progress. There's some quote in there. I don't really know how to say it. But what a lot of people do is if it's not ideal, if it's not optimal, they choose to do nothing.
Exactly.
And they just select right out. I don't have my gym. I'm just going to take a week off. I don't care if this isn't perfect. If this is all you did for a week, you would be far better off than doing nothing. So I get that it's not, you could pick these things apart and say, well, there's not enough pulling. Great, I don't have a pull-up bar in a hotel room. Does that mean I do nothing?
Exactly.
There's not enough posterior chamber. Cool. There's not enough of a load because you don't have heavy weight. Great, I don't care.
Yeah.
If you have no gear and not a lot of time, you're literally trying to do the best you can.
Yeah. And to a point that we talked about earlier too is it doesn't have to be the crazy intense stuff that you do on the day-to-day basis. You are on vacation. So if you normally do like our Holy Trinity we were talking about, you did at the park and ended up doing 50 pull-ups, 50 dips, 50 push-ups, but in like 30 minutes. At least he still did all that work, right? So again, don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Yeah, because that's what's going to happen. People, and this is where people select out. It's kind of the thing where I'm taking a day off working out. So you know what? I'm just going to throw myself into a nutritional gutter.
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk. I'm going to be completely unproductive. I'm going to, like, it just spirals. So just make yourself some time. And to wrap this thing up, treat it like it's basic self-care.
Yeah.
It's not special. It's not unique. It's brushing your teeth. It's showering because you stink. It's changing your clothes. It's just like doing what you got to do to be a human being.
Yeah.
And that is your episode of the Be Real podcast. Very special. It's wonderful to see you today.
Always good to be in the same
All
room.
right.
Yeah.
So there we go. Enjoy, share with your friends, subscribe, like, do all the things you got to do, and we are out.